Hi guys, and welcome to day 14. We're nearly at the end of our 15 days, so well done. And today I thought we would go for a nice twist practice. So twists are really good to just, imagine that analogy of just rinsing yourself out. So maybe with this analogy, if you imagine like a hose pipe and it's twisted and it's stuck so that the water can't flow through. But then once you release that knot, when that hose pipe is released, you're given that flow of water coming back out. So maybe you can approach our practice today with that analogy that when we twist, remembering that our transitions and release out of the poses are just as important. We release to just rejuvenate and allow that fresh flow of oxygen and blood to flow to the rest of our body. So when you're ready, we're going to start standing and I'll meet you there. So meeting me here in standing, just finding a comfortable standing position, maybe feet hip width apart, shoulders roll down the back. Feel free to close down the eyes if that feels comfortable. And just take a moment to check in with your breath. Breathing into the belly, breathing into the chest. And then breathing all the way up, we're going to start to activate that sense of draw down towards the belly button. So inhale, we're finding that length, that kind of wave flowing up. And exhale, feeling that draw back down towards that belly button. And maybe you start to just draw that belly button in towards your spine. So we're just arriving here with an active breath. Nice, shoulders away from the ears. Next inhale, spreading the toes, standing strong through legs, lifting up, start to pull that pelvic floor, that length through the spine. And then on the exhale again, feeling that draw back towards your belly button. Nice. Inhale, we're going to open the eyes, look over towards the left. Exhale, we're going to look over towards the right. Deep breath in here. And exhale, transition to look to left. Nice. Inhale through center. Exhale, tip head over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, head over to left. Nice, come back through center. Take those arms out, take the feet out wider. Spreading the toes into the floor. Inhale. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. Maybe you look to that back hand. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. So again, feeling that draw towards your belly button. Nice, feel free to stay there. Or you might inhale and then exhale, fold. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist, bringing left hand towards the floor. Inhale, center. Exhale, right hand to the floor and the left arm goes up. So inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Doesn't matter if the hand touches the ground or not. Doesn't matter if you don't fancy the fold and you want to stay there. Whichever option you're in, it's that finding that inhale length. And then on the exhale, that sense of twist, that draw towards your belly button, twisting round. Nice. Last round of breath, whichever option you're in. Nice. Make your way to meet up to standing. Nice. From there, we're going to step towards the top end of our mats. Feet hip width apart. Inhale, we sweep arms up. Exhale, hands down towards the shins. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down. Step the feet back. We're into our first downward dog. And if you don't fancy downward dog, feel free to sit down into a child's pose. Nice. And from there, we look forward. Feel free to raise your right leg up. Inhale. Look to that right hand. Exhale, step that foot to the outside of that right hand. From there, keeping that left hand onto the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, I want to sweep right arm up. Breathing here. You might look up to that raised hand. Nice. Next exhale, hand comes down. Tuck in the toes, lift the back knee. We might step back into downward dog or your child's pose. Wherever you're at, feel free to breathe. If you're in that downward dog, maybe you're gently twisting here as you pedal one heel down, sway the hips. Other heel down, sway the hips. Nice. From there, those in child pose, maybe bring yourself into downward dog or all fours. But next inhale, we send that left leg back. Exhale, we step that foot out towards that left hand. Don't worry if it doesn't land there, feel free to shuffle it forward. Right hand stays down, deep breath in. Exhale, sweep up that left hand. Maybe you look up to that left hand, breathing here. Next exhale, hand comes down. We tuck the toes, lift the back knee, stepping through to downward dog. Lower the knees, sit the hips back. We're into child's pose. From here, we're just going to take our right arm up, sweep it up. Exhale, thread it through. Shoulder, head onto the ground. Your left hand maybe stay reached up over the head, the hand on the floor, beside the face. Reach the arm up, or maybe you bring it around. Option to bring the back of the hand onto your lower back, or maybe you wrap it around to hook the inside of your thigh. Wherever you're at, remember to breathe. Nice, and no rush, last breath here. Bring your arm back down beside the face. Peel yourself up. Right hand out in front. Inhale, sweep left arm up. Exhale, thread it through. So head, shoulder onto the ground. Remember your options with the hands, left arm, or your right arm is still extended up. Beside the face, reached up into the air. Back of the hand onto the lower back, or tucked around so that you hook it to the inside of your thigh. Find what works for you today. Remember, every time we come to practice is always different. So wherever you're at, we're breathing here. Nice. Next time you exhale, hand comes down, we peel ourselves back up. We sit to the side as we swing those legs forward. And then from here, I'm going to give you a few options, or two options with the legs. So first option, we're going to take our right leg over and across. You can keep your left leg extended out, toes flexed. You might sit to the side so you can bend that knee in. So how that might look from the front, it might look like this. Just make sure you're not sat to one side, that your hips can still sit comfortably parallel. From there, it's your opposite hand or elbow that hooks across, or the hand sits behind. So we're aiming for that twist. Nice, opposite hand to opposite leg. From there, whichever option you're in, inhale, finding that length, drawing up through that pelvic floor, finding that length. Breathing out that draw towards your belly button. Breathe out first, and then twist, looking over the back shoulder. So that might be in your leg extended out option. And you guide yourself to twist with each exhale. For those that feel okay there, you might hook the elbow into the knee, and that's going to deepen that twist. Just make sure that you're not rounded. If you're finding that it's compensating space, then return back to the other option. But if you feel okay there and there's an opening and your back allows that twist, same thing, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, looking over the back shoulder to aid that twist. Last breath here. And take your time to release. Give it a good shake. Allow yourself to release out of that twist. And then we're going to do the other side. So this time it's left leg over and across. Nice. And then again, you've got your option to have the leg extended out. You have the option to bend the knee to sit with the legs bent. So opposite hand holds the leg or hooks the leg with your elbow, or the hand sits behind. So it's left leg bent, right arm over and across, or the hand sits behind. As we inhale, we're finding that length. As we breathe out, we twist. So make sure you breathe out before you twist. Aid space for you to guide into that twist. And the longer you breathe out for, the slower you breathe out, it'll just give you more time to transition in that twist. Likewise, remember you have the option to hook elbow into the knee if that feels good for you. But whichever option you're in, honor that the sides of the body feel different. Last breath here. Nice, and we'll go ahead to release. Feel free to give it a good little shake out. From there, if it feels okay, we're going to hold the back of the thighs and rock back and forth. And if that doesn't feel too great for your back, meet me on the ground, but feel free to take a few more rocks there. Nice, and then from here, we're taking those feet down, mat width apart, arms out to the side. I'm just going to come into a gentle moving twist. So on the inhale, we're at the center. And on the exhale, we sway knees over to the right. Doesn't matter if they touch the ground or not. Inhale, center. Exhale over to the left. So you're going to do that within your own pace of breath. Just really moving and feeling your way through a gentle twist. Nice, and the next time that you land onto the right, you might want to stay there. So you might land feet out mat width, knees over to the right. Arms are up, palms face up, shoulders relax to the floor. If you don't fancy staying, feel free to keep moving through that gentle twist. Or you might start to stack left knee on top of right. You might just want to re-scoot the hips back through center to take that twist. Entirely up to you. Find what works good for you. And we're breathing there. About 2 more breaths. Or if you're continuing to move through movement and breath, just flowing. Inhale, center, exhale, side in your own pace. Nice. For those that stayed on that right side, next inhale, guide one leg in, then the other. Maybe you reset feet mat width apart and exhale, knees draw over to the left. Again, feel free to stay in that gentle twist. Feel free to stack right leg on top of the left, deepening that twist. Or maybe it's not even deepening, it's just finding a different space for your twist to, for your body to be in. But find what works for you. As you breathe here for a couple more breaths. Nice, and for those that are moving, just making sure you're even on both sides. But when you're ready, one knee back to the center, the other. You might collect those knees in, rock side to side. Roll the knees around in a circle, massaging your lower back. Or you might come straight into corpse pose, Shavasana. That's feet extended out, mat width apart, hands on belly, hands out to side. Or maybe that's feet mat width apart, knees together. So this is quite a nice comfortable pose when you feel a bit of discomfort in that lower back. Entirely up to you. Just take a moment here to unravel. Coming back into a neutral. Neutral where we're not in a twist. That sense of that water pipe being unblocked and just allowing oxygen and blood to flow around the body. And when you're ready to, just take a deep breath in and out and start to wriggle fingers and toes. Taking a big stretch. Collect those knees in. Feel free to gently rock side to side or start to rock back and forth. But gently guide yourself up into a comfortable seat position with the hands at the center of the chest. As we close today's practice, we're going to close with a twist. So the next inhale, circle those arms up. Exhale, gently just twisting over towards the right side. You might bring your left hand on your knee. Inhale, center. Exhale over to the other side. Maybe again you bring right hand onto knee. Inhale, center. Palms together. Exhale, hands down through center. Namaste. Thank you for joining practice, and I will see you back here for our last day of the 15 days, but just a big well done for dedicating 15 days to yourself. See you tomorrow. Bye.